So today is officially 18 months since I've been in the hospital. And before that, I was in the hospital 3 times in 14 months. So I have gotten better at staying out of the hospital for sure. But I'm definitely still struggling right now. Yesterday and the day before, I didn't have to take any Seroquel during the day. I took 2 micronutrients twice, but at night I'm needing to take 3 Seroquel and 900 milligrams of lithium and 50 milligrams of trazodone. And I still feel kind of shaky when I sleep. Don't feel completely safe. And I've been reaching out to the universe about holotropic breath work. Maybe I'll take a trip to do some of that. I think I need to get rid of some of this energy in my body. And I'm also looking at Airbnb places in case I want to go and have some peace and quiet. And I don't really have the money, so I'm not sure. Maybe I should have spent money on something else than an iPhone, but I am trying to design a different life, but it's hard because I don't have the energy to move much. And I also was looking at vans, and I found a van that has a high ceiling that is kind of a junker, but it might be fun to fix up. But I don't think I'd have anywhere to park it, is the problem. So yeah, I really don't know, but I feel like I've gone from feeling like, oh, I got my 25 years back, to hopefully I can make it to the next day, and on medications again, so not having my 25 years back. So that contributes to this because I've failed with that mission. And also I'm seeing that it might be because I have a totally different mission, or maybe I'm not really meant to make it. I don't know. I feel like I need to do something to get rid of this program in my body that seems to want me to end my life. And yeah, I'm not sure. I feel like going on a bit of a trip, but then if I go and then come back, that is a recipe for a big so-called episode. I think this needs a different approach altogether. I feel very alone with this, because I've been pretending I'm okay-ish, but not, and not sure. My plan maybe, and I probably won't do any of this, but in my mind at least, which gives me a little bit of hope, is to go stay somewhere closer to people that I know, feel a bit better, go to the island, maybe do holotropic breath work, and I see my psychiatrist tomorrow. I might ask about taking some antidepressant if it might help me taper off the antipsychotic, because I don't like to be on antipsychotics for too long if possible. And I feel like it's morphed more into a depression, and I was on Zoloft for 3.5 years and I did pretty well on it. My brain has actually been feeling kind of grateful for these medications, which is a stark contrast to how I was before. I'm seeing how they might buy me time to figure out a life that I want to live. And that's the thing, I feel like now it's more imperative to design the life I want to live at any cost. So then the business could be important. It's like, oh my gosh, there's just so much to do. I wish I had a co-creator. And I found a guy who does custom camper vans. It'd be cool to fix up this van, though it probably needs a new engine and stuff, which makes it maybe not worth it, but I also got this book yesterday. Tiny Buddhas, 365 Tiny Love Challenges. And it has a lot of different exercises about different things in life, and maybe I'll go through that or something. I feel like I need to find some kind of inner peace now. I had it, but it's gone. I think I'm back to the beginning. And that's part of what happens in this process, is when one gets to a peak state, the floor drops out from underneath and one has to start again. There's no real consistency, or then the brain sees more that needs to heal and be figured out in order to maintain that other state. And maybe there is no maintaining it, but this is kind of a cool little book. So yeah, I haven't been editing videos really, but the last one I did put in the screenshots from the Muse monitor app when I was using the Muse headband. And it definitely shows that my temporal lobes are overactive. And yesterday or the day before, I was looking at something that was showing that B6 is good for temporal lobes being overactive, and something else, maybe omega-3s. So I should maybe take some of that. I used to take P5P and zinc and primrose oil for pyrrole disorder. And then I stopped taking all those, and then I tried the micronutrients. And I think the micronutrients were a success to some level because it showed me deeper things, deeper truths that I've been ignoring somehow, and now I don't feel like I can ignore them. So this might shift what I do going forward, for sure. It will. Because in those states before, I've felt this extreme suffering of homelessness and women suffering and things. And so I don't think the root is mental health. So yeah, I'm going to take a different approach to possibly healing this if I make it, because I really don't know if I will. So yeah, there's lots there, and there's lots that I've been pondering, and there's lots I want to talk about. But right now, I'm trying to get through the day and stuff like that. So yeah, it's chaotic. Very, very challenging. I feel like I need to work and make some money and save up for a van or something and go on a trip. If that's a possibility, it might give me some hope. We'll see. But yeah, the going outside in the sun really helps. I'm going to try and get my sad light. And since I have nothing to lose at this point, this morning I feel some anxiety, and I took 2 hearty nutritionals, but I also took an extra magnesium citrate and calcium of some kind. And when I looked on that website about what helps the temporal lobes, it was folate, omega-3, and B6. And I happen to have folate, so I took folate. I do have P5P, which is the active form of B6 somewhere, but I have to find it. And I took some krill oil. So yeah, I'm going to try different vitamins during the day. See what happens.